Hello everybody and welcome back to the Bourne Network's Marble Championship. This is the Season 3 Qualifiers. We have 4 events that are ready to challenge the marbles' speed, agility, and, well, pretty much every single aspect you can think of a marble. And here is the list. The list of qualifying True Blue Crew, Iron Skies, Wayfinders up there. As you can see the list, you may notice the Diving Dolphins have returned, but you also may notice the lack of Team Mariana, which is very unfortunate for them. They had that injury back in Season 2, and the team obviously still haven't recovered from it mentally. So the Diving Dolphins will be taking their place. In the meantime, the first event, the Funnel Endurance. We have 8 teams in each group, and it'll all be based on time. As you can see now, we have a timer on the screen now. We're going up in the world. But in that bottom funnel, remember, this is a timed event, so you do not want to finish first. You want to finish last. Longest time wins. So True Blue Crew and I believe that is the Wayfinders having a little bit of issues there. Berry Blasters and the Red Riots joining them. A bit of chaos. The Wayfinders are the first ones to enter the orange funnels. The orange funnels are much more chaotic, as they're much smaller and there's a lot of marbles. The Wayfinders already into the last funnel. Berry Blasters and True Blue Crew about to join them. True Blue Crew does. Team Horizon jumps by them. Team Horizon are the first to finish. Wayfinders come in second. True Blue Crew next. Swamp Crashers, Berry Blasters all finishing within a length of each other. And we're just down to 3. And never mind, we're down to 1. Team Watermelon, Red Riots finish right behind each other. And just the Rosemarys come across the line. Over a minute for the Rosemarys. So that is the benchmark for the second group of teams to get. We have Graphite from the Iron Skies, Pitch Midnight Stars, and, well, just about everyone else. A bit too many names for me to name very quickly, but off they go. Looks like maybe the Black Markers have a good start. Iron Skies too. The first to go in is the Midnight Stars, very quickly followed by the Twilights. Diving Dolphins join them. Flaming Cobras, Gardeners, everyone now except for the Iron Skies in that second funnel. The Twilights once again are the first ones to enter the third funnel with the Midnight Stars, obviously battling for last, I guess you would call it. 27 seconds heading into that final blue one. Midnight Stars immediately enter the orange funnels very quickly, followed by the Diving Dolphins, and the Midnight Stars have already crossed the line. Less than 40 seconds. I don't know if anyone told the Midnight Stars that this was a endurance event. Diving Dolphins come through with a 44, immediately followed by the Flaming Cobras. Gardeners round out the bottom half of the finishers with a 48.8. That'll get them probably middle of the pack somewhere, especially considering the first round results. Black Markers and Windbreakers come across. Twilights will actually finish second. A very good recovery from them in those last 3 funnels. And the Iron Skies, absolutely dominant. They're showing off here, and, well, it's well deserved. The Iron Skies, a 1 minute 12 to absolutely dominate the first event. And so those are the overalls, Iron Skies and Rosemarys, winners of both heats and winners of the best 2 medals, I guess you'd call it. Now we have balancing. Team Watermelon will show us off. The team that has won balancing twice in a row in Season 1 and Season 2, and it's not going to be off to a great start. Are they going to get a finisher? No. So Team Watermelon only start us with a 4:04. And that is not how... They haven't looked that good. Well, they've looked better, I should say. The Windbreakers, we'll see if they can show us how it's done. And, well, just a little bit better. 413. So Team Watermelon are guaranteed not a hat trick in balancing. True Blue Crew now. They've come to show us how it's done, and they are. Look at that, getting a finisher, never mind. They don't get a finisher. A bit of rejection there, but a 514. That'll place them in first overall by quite a margin. The Rosemarys, a little bit difficult to see, but I can tell you all that they fell off pretty quickly. 358. 2 of them get over 100. Berry Blasters, middle of the pack in the first event. So let's see what they can do in this second one. They really want to prove that they belong here in this event. As I say that, they all fall off fairly quickly. That 141, getting them a little bit up there. 325 is not going to be very good. The Diving Dolphins, returning after retiring from Season 2 with a 309. Perhaps they should have stayed retired. Who knows? The Black Markers. A very dominant team. Our most successful team, might I add. And the Black Markers are going to get one all the way down, and it will finish. Black Markers will be our first finisher, but those first three, pretty lackluster. The Gardeners, dead last in Season 2 qualifying, and they really want to show that they belong here. And this is looking pretty good. No, they're not going to have one go all the way, but a 521. We have a new leader. What about the Wayfinders? They definitely want to prove that they've got some skill. One of them falls off fairly quickly, but they are also going to get a finisher, and 3 of them will be over 100. 532. Oh my gosh. Oh, Mary the mascot. The mascot of the snow globe. Oh goodness. Okay. Well, the mascot has decided to show up. Alright, now it's gone. But, yeah, the snow globe mascot. Mary the mascot. Probably interrupted the Swamp Crasher's balancing attempt there. Put them a little bit out of focus. None of them got over 100. Team Horizon. Dead last in Season 1. They did manage to qualify for it, though. And they're hoping to qualify here as well to try and prove that, well, they only got unlucky. But a 351 is not going to help that. Red Riots. A team that is very quickly rising in popularity and also very quickly falling off the balance beam. 315 is all. Twilights. This team has come back from a double injury in Season 6 of the non-film tournaments. Oh goodness, Mary the mascot's back again. I feel like that might have put off the Twilights there. I don't know if they might appeal. No, they're not. Okay, so I guess they're pretty happy with what they got despite Mary the mascot interrupting their run. The Iron Skies, winners of the first event and looking to be losers of the second event. So never mind. The Flaming Cobras didn't do well in the first event, so they want to do pretty well here. And it's not horrible. Well, actually, it's a 419. I think that's a lot better than what it looked like. The Midnight Stars, our last team to go. Champions of Season 1, but they didn't do very well in Season 2, and they're not going to do very well here either. 333, which will put them 11th. So Iron Skies going from first to last. And the Wayfinders will win that event. The 3-meter dash now. This is the most basic of basic events. You just roll down the ramp and cross the finish line. And the time you get will be the time you get. You can't really get any more basic than that. To start us off, it'll be Iron Skies, Team Horizon, Midnight Stars, and the Diving Dolphins. We're actually seeing the Diving Dolphins' individual names for the first time here. And they're going to get off to a pretty good start. Midnight Stars even better, though. And that was very close between them. Midnight Stars, the captain, getting a 3.9. Everyone else just missing out on that 4-second mark, I should say. Rosemary's Red Riots, Berry Blasters, and the Swamp Crashers now getting released. Berry Blasters a bit of a slow start, but they make a good catch-up, especially on the flat. That was a very close race between all of them. I think the Red Riots, yes, the Red Riots will win, but all of their times were a little bit slower than the first round. Gardeners, True Blue Crew, Twilights, and Flaming Cobras. True Blue Crew really want to qualify here after missing out in the last season. And I was going to say the Gardeners do as well, but both of them not super fast. True Blue Crew, 4.18. The Twilights will win that one. Windbreakers, Team Watermelon, Wayfinders, and the Black Markers in our last 3-meter dash race. Black Markers off to a good lead, but hang on a minute, they hit off the... What happened there? Oh gosh, I hope that was not intentional. The Black Markers were winning that race, but then seemingly made a 90-degree turn into the Windbreakers and slowed both of them down. So the Windbreakers are going to get 2 consolation points because of that, and the Black Markers are going to get a slap on the wrist for sure. But they kind of buried their own race there. Block pushing now. Looks like the Black Markers will be going up first here. So block pushing, it was supposed to be a 2 at a time event, I should say. As you can see, because of the 2 lanes. But unfortunately, the lanes didn't line up with the ramp that the blocks are in. So it's just going to have to be a single file event. The Black Marks will be the first to go. A little bit of spread on the way down, but they clean it up for a 41.7. So the benchmark for block pushing has been set. Gardeners really hoping to qualify here. It's a decent push, but it's only a little bit over 38. As you can tell, we're kind of flying through this because we don't want the video to be too long. And the Midnight Stars going to show us how block pushing is done, hopefully. They hit pretty well, but 36.9, that's not going to get them anywhere too high. Twilights now. Guaranteed qualification, if you saw that in the last event. So the Twilights, doesn't matter how well they do, they are guaranteed. But all they're going to do is jump to the top of the leaderboard. They're not done. They want more. They're followed by True Blue Crew, who have one more event to try and save qualification here. Is it a good push? No, it's not. 33.0. And True Blue Crew are in a very dangerous situation. Flaming Cobras, they have also guaranteed qualification, so they have their coach in this round. So you see that one with the black stripes instead of the gray ones. And it's going to work out for them. 41.8. That'll tie them with the Twilights. Iron Skies. They won the first event, but both of the second two events have been pretty lackluster. So they're going to want a good push here. And it is a great push. 43.3. Iron Skies looking very good in this final event. How will the Diving Dolphins look? Returning after retiring. We've seen some things like, ugh. Didn't even get me time to say anything. They just kind of came to a stop. 23.3. That is the worst we have ever seen, I think. The Rosemaries now. Proving that they do belong here. I've said that a couple of times here. There was actually a very spread out push. A 40.0. However, it doesn't really matter. They have guaranteed qualification. The Berry Blasters now, a notoriously strong team. Let's see how they block push. They won block pushing in Season 1, but they're not going to win it here. A 41.0 will keep them quite up there, but they will not win, and that might actually hurt their qualifying chances. The Swamp Crashers looking a bit brown in the starting gate. They turn green back again on the ramp down, but it doesn't really help them. 37.9, and their Season 3 charge could be ending here. Team Watermelon have been doing very well, but a good finish here, probably at least a top half, will get them qualification, and it is 42.3, and Team Watermelon I should think, be qualifying after that. The Wayfinders, balancing champions, as we've seen, taking away Team Watermelon's streak. A 40.5 won't do them too much good, but it should be enough to guarantee qualification. Red Riots now. Can they do just a little bit better than some of the other teams? 41.1. That'll be up there in the top half, and that is all they will need, I should think, to qualify. Windbreakers have shown to be a strong team as of late, but this is not really going to prove that. At 39.3, and that's a little bit down there. Now our last team to go, Team Horizon. They desperately need a good push here, or they will not be qualifying. And it's a 38.2. And I don't think that will give them enough to qualify. So the Iron Skies will win block pushing, winning 2 out of the 4 qualifying events. And now we will see who has qualified for Season 3. Congratulations to our top 12 finishers in the qualifiers. Unfortunately for Team Horizon, Diving Dolphins, Swamp Crashers, and our Season 1 champions, the Midnight Stars, their Season 3 has come to an end. But the top 12 did very well. A little bit of a close call for True Blue Crew, but they have qualified. So make sure you subscribe so that you do not miss Season 3.